and let us all do we can to build a better future. So here's the thing. It's a little bit of a follow-up to Daniel's story. As these future town halls happen, Daniel, watch the viewership slowly decrease. And you want to know why? It's because we're still playing the waiting game and promises are being broken. The Joe Biden and his administration are going again back, flip-flopping on their promises for student debt cancellation. They're forgetting that they owe us $2,000 in stimulus checks. And now apparently we're going to have to be still waiting for that $15 minimum wage. But first, let's start with the stimulus package. Just a quick reminder, myself and Daniel actually did a pizza bet of when we would get our stimulus check. I chose any time in the month of April. Daniel chose any time in the months of May. Whether or not we get it has yet to be seen. Let's play this video from Case Study QB. Maybe we'll get an idea of when we'll get our stimulus checks, maybe not, but it looks like we're all playing the waiting game. But don't worry, wait till you hear about the debacle about the $15 minimum wage. Let's play this video.
I'm just heading to Michigan today to visit Pfizer as Democrats plan an all-out push to get the coronavirus relief bill passed and soon. CNN's Daniela Diaz is live on Capitol Hill with us this morning. Daniela, how is the president keeping up momentum on this bill?
Good morning, Laura. As you said, President Biden is planning to visit this Michigan plant, this Pfizer Michigan plant, to try to continue promoting his massive 1.9 COVID-19 package. House Democrats are taking a major step to pass this package, starting with the House Budget Committee meeting early next week to pass this. Then it will go to the full House chamber for a vote. After that, it will go to the Senate, where they're trying to pass this using budget reconciliation, which means it needs a simple majority or 51 votes to pass. If every single Democratic senator signs on, Vice President Kamala Harris will likely be the tie-breaking vote for this. Then the House and Senate will reconcile the differences of their bill, where it will then go to President Biden's desk. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was clear she's hoping to see this on Biden's desk by mid-March because she thinks it's important that this get passed before millions of Americans lose their unemployment benefits. Laura?
All right, Daniela, thank you so much.
All right. So the gist of that entire video: be prepared to wait, and wait for the stimulus check. And again, remember, during that Georgia election, it was said that right out the door, as soon as those two Democratic lawmakers were put into office, we would get our stimulus checks just like that. $2,000 in our hands, just like that. Perfect. But oh, wait, it didn't happen, because then apparently out of the blue, which was never told by me or anyone else, apparently that $600 was the down payment, and we're really going to get $1,400. So that's going to be lovely to talk about. But there's one other thing, too, I want to bring up, and it's an article that I found from Politico that's basically saying Biden privately tells governors minimum wage hike likely isn't happening.
Good to see him fighting for us.
So again, I take a lot of pride on not voting blue, no matter who. I take a lot of pride in voting third party. And once again, it's the Democrats and all those people that were constantly browbeating us saying, oh, you got to vote blue. You got to vote blue. No. This once again reaffirms my belief that I cannot trust the Democratic Party, and we got to look at something else. We got to look at alternatives like Moving for People's Party, Green Party, Libertarian Party. Time for something different. When Joe Biden met with a group of mayors and governors last week, he bluntly told them, get ready for a legislative defeat. So already, where's the victory? I thought we were going to be winning this. The Democrats have the majority in the House and Senate and the presidency, and they're already acting like losers.
Yep.
2022 is going to be funny. It's going to be really funny. I'm taking that line from that parody video when Trump was running in 2016. Remember that video that you showed me a long time ago? It was from Cracked, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. 2022 is going to be hilarious. Wait till you see all that's going to pop out of the woodwork. His proposed minimum wage hike was unlikely to happen, he said, at least in the near term. I really want this in there, but it just doesn't look like we can do it because of reconciliation, Biden told the group. According to a person in the room, I'm not going to give up, but right now we have to prepare for this not making it. So what does that tell me? Joe Biden and his administration cannot rein in Joe Manchin or Senator Sinema as well. Those are the two Democratic senators that are against the $15 minimum wage hike that we would see in 2025. So I don't know what these Democratic lawmakers are panicking about. 5 years. We can wait till $15 minimum wage when the $15 minimum wage is still not enough when people are starving in this damn country. And the sad fact is people are still waiting in line for food. People are still being evicted from their homes. You got people freezing in southern states. We're still dealing with this pandemic, and we're in the midst of an economic crisis. Medical debt, student debt. But don't worry, Biden and his team are saying, well, wait. We can't do anything. They can't do anything at all. This is what happens when you vote for somebody that has no spine at all. So all those pragmatic vote blue no matter who people, here's your heavyweight champion. The comments, which were confirmed by two other people familiar with the conversation, were the furthest Biden has gone in conceding the coming axing of $15 an hour minimum wage provision from his first major legislative package. And they suggested that the president is more inclined to manage the fallout of it not being included than to pursue long shot political capital consuming efforts to fight for its insertion. Just like those Democratic lawmakers that backed down from forced to vote, even though they ran on Medicare for all. Mm-hmm. See, this is the typical actions of the Democratic Party and their vote blue no matter who sycophants. We can't fight for it. We don't know what to do. How's it going to inspire confidence? So never again. I mean, if you voted for Biden, like, remember, if you're forced in choosing the lesser of two evils, always remember that when you play that game, you're still voting for evil. Biden is just basically smiling at you, giving you ice cream, all the while you are starving and have no money in your back pocket. Tell me, how's that any different than Trump? At least when Trump gives you the middle finger, it's more upfront and refreshing. I prefer brutal honesty than a lying smile.
Is he able to smell it really?
Who, what, Biden?
Yeah.
He does so, but it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's very creepy.
Yeah.
It's very creepy. In fact, there's a still image from one of the Democratic primaries that I use sometimes for the for the thumbnails. That one, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't. The article goes on to continue. For weeks now, the White House has been trying to manage expectations on the feasibility of advancing a $15 an hour minimum wage provision through a broader rescue package. Biden first suggested it might not make it into the final COVID relief bill in an interview with CBS prior to the Super Bowl, noting his belief that the Senate parliamentarian would determine it did not jibe with budgetary rules that allow the bill to pass with just 51 votes in the Senate. His comments drew pushback from fellow Democrats. That's a pushback from the Democrats. They're just pushing air. Who argued that raising the minimum wage isn't just necessary for an economically battered country, but is sound politics as well. They have urged the White House to find avenues of making reconciliation compliant to push party members skeptical of a major minimum wage hike to get on board and to consider the procedural nuclear option of having the party with Vice President Kamala Harris serving as a tie-breaking vote overruling the parliamentarian. So here's the sad fact, folks. All right, we're just going to stop with this article. We're not getting anything. And I think, dare I say it, and I'm hoping I'm wrong about this, but I think my prediction is coming true. 2021, the Democrats aren't laying any groundwork for them to be in an advantageous position for 2022, that midterm election cycle. And, if the Democrats want to lose their majority in the House and Senate, well, it's what they're good at. They're really good at losing. At least when you're watching the Harlem Globetrotters fight the Washington Generals, at least the Washington Generals are paid to lose, and you get an entertaining game. You see the Harlem Globetrotters.
Wait, do you really get an entertaining game, though?
It's actually fun. You see all the acrobatics of the basketball game. It's pretty entertaining because you see the Harlem Globetrotters do all these great tricks. And see, at least the Washington Generals, they know, and the audience knows that they're supposed to be bumbling buffoons. But the Democrats are supposed to be these lawmakers, these politicians that know how to play the game, but they really don't. Dare I say it, this might be a controversial comment, but if you were to get the team of the Washington Generals inside Congress and take the seats from the Democrats, they might be able to be more effective in getting things done than the Democrats. So Bernie Sanders, remember your good friend Joe Biden? Yeah, because he's your friend. You said that. He's your friend, Bernie. Remember you said Joe is your good friend? He's not doing the $15 minimum wage increase. We're still waiting for our stimulus checks. People are still being evicted from their homes. We're not getting Medicare for all. That's your good friend, Bernie. And to those 15 congressmen and women that were on the petition for forced to vote, hey, where's your pushback? Aren't you going to hold his feet to the fire, or are you just holding your nose, ignoring the smell, and knowing the fact that you basically have have given up on fighting for people. So explain to me, vote blue no matter who, blue manga, however you want to call yourselves. Why should I vote Democrat? I mean, I guess my vote's not needed at all, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a good portion of this population that are feeling the exact same way about the Democrats and the progressive Democrats that are in Congress, because they haven't earned my vote or confidence, and I'm going to be voting third party in the midterms. So there. Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's like everything we've been saying would happen with the Democrats is happening. They're not fighting for anyone. They're not even pretending to. They're literally going, oh, Joe Manchin disagrees with us. What can we do? They're going to just get destroyed in 2022. And then what do we get? We get probably back to where we were before, and America continues to decline.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll know things are really crap as soon as Near Tandon gets confirmed.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, it's like, all right, there you go. So blue MAGA, vote blue no matter who. You got your wish. You got what you wanted. I'm thoroughly.
By the way, can I just put out there to all the quote progressives that said, "Hey, I'm not going to go for force the vote because your words are violence or something equivalent to that." What are you doing now? You said you were holding in for something big. Everyone's ignoring you. So it seems like you just abandon everyone for nothing.
Daniel, I'll tell you what one of their heavyweight champions is doing when Cenk tweeted out against Joe Rogan that, oh, I'm happy Texas, one positive thing that Texas is freezing over, that Joe Rogan's freezing. I mean, remember, Cenk was for force to vote, but then against it and said, we got to keep our powder dry and then we'll use it. So he's using his powder to go ahead and try and get in a Twitter beef with Joe Rogan.
By the way, it's like they keep saying keep their powder dry so long. I'm envisioning King's Landing in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So there we go. The blue vote blue no matter who crowd, all those progressives that were against force to vote. Where are you at? How come you are silent? How come you are quiet? Your silence is violence. To those 15 congressmen and women that were on the force to vote petition, you're awfully quiet, but don't tweet things out. I mean, don't say things I want to hear. What are your actions? What are you going to do to make sure we get a $15 minimum wage increase? Not in 5 years, but right now. Where's our $2,000 stimulus check? Are you protecting homeowners and renters? Are you making sure we get Medicare for all? Are you doing anything, or are you just tweeting along? Because when the 2022 midterm election cycle comes along, I promise you this, especially if the Democrats keep screwing around, me and Daniel are going to be very, very mean with our words. We're going to use adjectives, pronouns, adverbs.
Might even use a comma. Oxford.
You know what? I might be so bold to use a hyphen between one word or two.
Oh, that's violence, man.
It's beyond violence. It's first degree.
Yeah.